Hello everyone, Scottish Lad here, and today we're going to be reviewing a set of a rather unique set of Loxley darts, the Loxley Robins in 23g, also available in 21 and 25g. But without further ado, let's just crack on with it. Right guys, as you can see, we've got a nice close-up look to a rather unique set of darts. We have a close-up look to the Loxley Robins in 23g. Now obviously I say these are unique is obviously down to the shape, as you can see, shaped like an arrowhead. And there you've got Loxley print inscribed onto the barrel. They come with silver points, but obviously these have been out for a while now. What most people are doing with them is swapping those out for some storm points to create that seamless transition, which obviously you can tell it's asking for it. And then obviously there's got this unique shape here to the front and to a slight kind of lip towards to make a straight barrel at the end. Obviously I've been after a set of these for what seems like ages. Every time I went to buy a set they were out of stock, but I finally got my hands on a set, so here we go. Obviously these are made by Loxley. They're 90% tungsten, and the price for them is £39.95, and you can buy them at loxley.com. You can also buy them at A180, Darts Corner and Perfect Darts, who now obviously sell all of Loxley's products. Obviously they also come in 21, 23, 25. The model I've got is 23 because it's kind of more my weight style. Now the length is 55mm long, so that's from here where the point meets the barrel to here where the Loxley stem, obviously it's the same as that, I've just not turned it round, to obviously in there is the 55mm. Now the width is a kind of two-parter, so bear with me. At the widest point, which is kind of here, just at this kind of cut is to make it the arrow shape, it's 7.84 in there at the widest point. Obviously that tapers down to kind of obviously the arrowhead, and then this straight section here is 6.24mm, so it's quite thin here at the rear. There is also a slight kind of taper at the rear here, which would be good for a good reference point if you were right at the back of the barrel. Now as you can see, grip wise it's a completely smooth barrel, but as I always say with smooth barrels, once they start heating up to your fingers it creates a sticky texture, so that boosts it up. Once they start heating up it's a 2.5, but overall first pick out of the box I'd say it's a grip level, depending on how sweaty your hands are. My hands are constantly sweaty, so it's usually a 2 as soon as I pick a smooth barrel up. But Loxley were obviously up and coming, they're doing some great stuff just now, and the Robins are obviously unique and a cornerstone to what they are doing. Obviously they're kind of Loxley Robin, so Robin Hood kind of theme style here, so you can't really grumble at that, but I've gave you all the necessary information. Let's get them over to the board and see how we got on with them. Right guys, we've got a nice wee close-up look to the board. I've changed the setup of the Robins. I've added a Cosmo setup, so let's just have a few visits and see how we got on with them. I'm starting to think I shouldn't have picked this setup, but we hit the 26. How I love to start these videos, because I've noticed with the setup I'm using it's spiralling quite a bit. Now these darts will take some getting used to, especially with the shape. Nothing against the shape, it's just the way I'm gripping, I'm kind of like this. So my fingers are actually kind of sliding off that, so it's not helping me. .41. What I will say is I love the nose, but the taper down to the nose, because it adds for tighter gripping. 60, 70. Most people do add a storm nano or just a kind of smooth storm point, but that's entirely up to themselves. I do have a storm point that I'm considering putting on here. Very quirky, just down to the shape. And obviously the fact that they're smooth, there is a G2, the Generation 2 coming out that does have grip. I can see that being very popular. 1, 21. I must also add, I checked before I started filming, the 23 gram is back out of stock on these. It's a bit of a bummer, but you can still get them in 21 and 25. So a couple more visits with the robins. And then we'll go get wrapped up. Right, last visit, and we'll try and get 3 in the bull. And we'll just obviously go get wrapped up. 66, I'll take it. Right guys, let's try and get 3 into that bullseye. And I've blocked it quite a bit. I've blocked it even more. I feel like Andrew Gilden here. Oh, no way. That is in. Look at this, guys. That is in the bill. Well chuffed with that. But with that, let's go and get wrapped up. There we go, guys. That was my review of the Loxley Robins in 23 gram. It's a rather quirky dart, but it's a fantastic dart nonetheless. Granted, I didn't throw it very well on the camera, but obviously I played for a couple of legs away from it, and I was actually playing not bad with them. I don't know what it is when the camera comes on and I start playing utter garbage, but I suppose practice with the camera on make all the difference. And as you can see, it's a kind of arrowhead shape, like I said in both parts of the review. But there's a lip there which can be eliminated with a storm point, an apex point, or a free flow point, and or even the Red Dragon Raptor GT points. They might be really good. I've never actually tried them yet, but they're on my list to try. And the Loxley are obviously up and coming, doing a fantastic job so far, I have to say. But what you get with these is obviously your Loxley stems and the feather kind of flights. Really great kind of quality stuff to start off with, especially if it's just a dart you're starting out with. And it's a fairly short point that comes with. I'd say it's probably around the 26mm. And obviously that kind of arrow shape at the front there is fantastic. And it's the kind of right thickness for me at the rear, especially kind of, obviously I was a rear gripper, so I'm kind of thrown from the rear section. But the way I was gripping, I was like that, so my finger kept sliding down. Obviously that, don't know why it was doing it, just done it. But smashing set of darts for 40 quid, you can't really complain at that. But Loxley have obviously done a lot of darts. They've done Ryan Searle, Aaron Beanie, and obviously the Matthew Edgar TV do such a great job with everything they've been doing so far. I wish them all the best in success, and obviously I hope they succeed as a brand. But that was my review of the Loxley Robins. You don't need to use the Cosmo setup I used, I played with it. But obviously it just kind of shows a seamless transition, especially if you did have the storm point. I do have storm points to put in, I just haven't put them in yet because I'm lazy. But that was my review of the Loxley Robins, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below if there's anything you want me to review. And stay safe out there. And of course, just keep on darting. My bold's over there, by the way.